Hi, I'm Mavi from Awesome Parenting, and you're listening to this YouTube series on building blocks for awesome kids. And I hope you love the last video, which I spoke of on important attribute number two, which is the habit of gratitude, writing in general, which can actually bring that awesomeness in your kids. And gratitude is called the mother of all emotions. If you're a parent and you'd love to actually improve yourself in your parenting journey, relationship with your kids, then subscribe to my YouTube channel at the button below, and I will take you on various interesting concepts which are practical and relevant now. Right? And in this series, I'm going to talk on point number three or attribute number three in terms of building awesome kids. And why awesome kids? Because if you look at current education system, it is not helping us in a lot of areas of life, whether it is imagination, creativity, financial education, self-management, or in fact emotions of handling money or various aspects of emotions. And that's why these seven attributes I have distilled and researched. This is my understanding, and talking to parents and doing a lot of survey research on this particular topic. So point number three is for building the building block for awesome kids is the habit of, I would say, or the attribute of interest. Yes, interest. By interest, I mean, if you look at it, most of the kids are currently, whether it's offline school, online school, they are in that grind of study. Whether they go to school or they do at home in laptop or mobile, they are all the time studying. But beyond study, there is life. And I've seen many of my own peers where they have grown up successful, but beyond work, there's nothing else which they actually love or like. And what is happening in the current education system is entire focus is on education, studying grades, getting a good job, right? But beyond this, there is life. And at some point of time, they realize that there's nothing which I like about my life beyond work. And that's why this part number three is interest in areas beyond study also. And these are areas like, for example, book reading, right? And as I mentioned earlier in some of my earlier podcast or videos, is that book is one of the greatest gift a parent can give to a child, right? So book reading is something which is absolutely a great interest here. Second can be any hobbies of stamp collecting, hobbies of painting, art and craft, design, or any hobbies which actually immerse themselves. And other areas which come is listening to music. Listening to music, and music is such a great leveler in terms of actually making your emotions rise and give a lot of energy to you, that it is unexplainable. In fact, scientists have still discovered the impact of music on human brain in terms of creativity, in terms of energy. So there has to be some element of you which you are going to find and discover yourself. And as a parent, we don't realize that there is something which beyond study our kids have to be better at. And they have to do something. And this, as I mentioned, can be book reading, can be art, craft, design, can be stamp collecting, painting, sketching, music, cycling, sports, right? Something which is there which they are attached to life. Otherwise it will only become study, and after study will become like working only endlessly in this journey of life. And that's why this point number three is interest beyond studies, interest beyond academics. That's important. The three distinct advantages of this: first is they see beyond themselves. Beyond study, they see themselves that this is what I as a person like. I mean, I like music, I like reading, I like traveling, I like photography, I like art and craft, I like. So there is something which they'll see beyond themselves, beyond themselves. That's point number two. Point number two, let me tell you, all those successful people, leaders in the world currently are immersing themselves beyond their own work. And that's why when your kids grow up, they realize that my parents have given this greatest gift, which is giving that environment where I am pursuing my interest of reading, music, stamp collecting, painting, drawing, sketching, anything else. Because point number two, when they immerse themselves, it's kind of a meditation where they're completely in sync with what they're doing. Have you seen your kid doing a drawing or painting? They're 100% involved in doing that, and that is a great stress buster. That's a great stress buster because all the time when life will have its own toll in terms of ups and downs, what will hold them strong? It is the company of music, company of books, company of their hobbies. These are important. friends or any other peers or dear and dear ones will not be there all the time in their struggle time, in their ups and downs of life. But what will be there is this hobbies, this interest. That's why point number two is they will immerse themselves. It is kind of a meditation for them. And point number three is there is something they will love about themselves, cheer about themselves, because it's not always about having that money or luxury when they grow up, or that designation or that rank, but they'll start loving themselves more. Loving themselves is very important, because all the time we are externalizing things. We have to understand what we have to understand systems and economics and study and job life and corporate life, all those external things. But internally, when they start actually pursuing interest things, they will start loving themselves more, start loving themselves more. And that's why these are three reasons why you should inculcate the habit of having interest or hobbies in kids. And this will make your kids awesome, because they know that there is something beyond studies which my kids are interested, or I am as a kid interested, right? So this is part three of the video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are on a journey of improving your parenting relationship, and I'll be sharing useful content. I'll see you in the next video. I'll also sharing the link in terms of inviting to my Facebook group, in which again I also have a community where I share a lot of interesting concepts and tips. See you. Bye bye.